Alright, Dean Davis, LiveWeatherBlogs.com meteorologist here. It's gonna be a busy next 48 hours here in the weather department here. You can see we do have watches and warnings currently in effect here with tornado watches, severe thunderstorm watches, and there's severe thunderstorm warnings involved. But at this current time, there's no tornado warnings, but we have seen them here tonight. You can see outlining that, and that's for most of the country. Look at this. Look at this chunk of the country that's under 8. Wind advisory. We're talking about winds up to 50 to 55 miles an hour in these areas. That's a big chunk of the country currently that's in that, and that's not including the frontal passage in the front. I mean, the front's located right back here with that low-level jet kicking in. That's what's going to be potent over the next 24 hours. As we go into this, I'll get into more detail. Look at the front radar. You can see. Look at this. A line of thunderstorms now have developed here. We're talking Missouri back through Kansas, back up here through Illinois, and parts also up here in the Michigan area. And this was expected. You see the warm front cutting across here. The precipitation. The warm moist air is in the place, and that's what's going to lead tomorrow to, or Monday, to a very, very potent day for severe weather. You see, this is the tail end. Strong thunderstorms, strong winds, mainly the situation here. We have had hail, and there has been reports of tornadoes/gustnadoes occurring along this. This is potent. You have to watch out for this. Comet-shaped echoes, things like that. There can be tornadoes along the line, and that's going to be what we're going to discuss here momentarily. This could be the issue tomorrow night when we have even more energy to add to this storm system. When we look on this, this is further down in the area, Kansas and Missouri. I just want to pull this out. This is GR level 2 or GR level 3 radars here. We'll dive in here a little further. You can see some of these fuchsia colors, and these triangles for hail. Fuchsia colors, that usually signifies hail. When we go into the vertical integrated liquid, yeah, we're seeing hail. And this hail would be 1 inch in size in diameter. We've seen much bigger than that this evening, let me tell you. The rest of this evening, we're looking at severe weather here. Tornadic probabilities. Let me pull this back. There you go. And this will go throughout the night. These are the areas you got to watch. Tomorrow, we'll move that over to here. I'll draw it for you. Make it a little more distinct. There's going to be your area during the daytime hours. At night, you just drop this over. This is going to be this whole area: Roanoke, BC, Baltimore, Philly, Raleigh, Greensboro, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida. This area is going to be nocturnal. Nocturnal meaning overnight. That's going to be an issue. Main threat's going to be damaging winds. The low-level jet has about 100 knots in the low-level jet. You get forced to the ground, we're looking over 60-mile-an-hour winds in these thunderstorms in a widespread area along the line. So that'll occur. Tornadoes, they can occur and may occur right along the line. A lot of these storms, especially earlier in the season and late in the season here in the Roanoke Valley at least, seem to have the rotation at the low levels, or low top storms. You don't have these 50,000-foot storms that cause rotation around here. So, and gustnadoes can happen on them. So just a few things, and this is going to be happening 11 o'clock after 11 o'clock tomorrow night. So this is where it's going to become more serious. You do not want. You want to stay with LiveWeatherBlogs.com. You want to have your No Weather Radio on, or exposure media on your television throughout, because it's kind of important. If you do have a weather radio, to plug it in tomorrow night, because it's going to be a rocky night here on the east coast of the United States. Tomorrow evening, look at this, dew points. Here's your dew point. What's that mean? That means 55 plus in all these areas. That's sufficient for severe weather. Alright, another, what else we're going to look at here? Instability, Cape. This may not be as good as the rest of it. A lot of times your Cape don't have to be very high around here during evening time. You can see right along the front, and as it moves along, the Cape will get up in at least 750. And what that'll do is allow there to be the storms to develop. And then we look at the 850, and this is your shear values. Look at that. Carolinas, Virginia, shear values, they're there. So this is why I'm saying you do not want to move away from the potential here coming up. Here's your sounding data. Look at that. There is definitely wind direction change with height here. Speed and height. You can see that there. Your frozen level is definitely lower. I want to find it here. And you do have, I'm going to go over to the hoodie graph. You can see there is that where it sits around, this is a sign of possible rotation and storms being available, and you have your LCL at 2200 mark. So there's some definite potential here in Roanoke. Believe it or not, if you go just a little bit down to Greensboro, it's less. You don't have as much change in the wind with height. I think a lot of that has to do with mountainous terrain coming off the mountains. We have a lot of localized shear potential here in Roanoke versus Greensboro. And your bulk shear, definitely, you have it. Then you have the jet stream. LX kicks in here. You get a little bit of a jet streak here in the northern parts of Virginia and goes into southwest Virginia. And we're going to see this long. You can see where that jet stream goes. And look at that. Look at that power of that jet stream. It's going to be, like I said, here, we're going to see where we're at. We're at about 40 hours. We're about in overnight hours tomorrow. Look at that. Strong winds from the south here, right ahead of that front. This is where we're going to have the potential for nocturnal damage in some tornadoes and whatnot. I'm trying to be very precise here. Nocturnal tornadoes, nocturnal wind damage even, can kill a lot more people than you will get naturally on a daytime situation. So, stay with liveweatherblogs.com. Stay with your local media. I'm just trying to push that into everybody's brain here. This is a little bit longer. I just want to show you different tools and why I'm thinking the way I'm thinking. Much like out in front of, this is one of the days that I can always look at this stuff. So you get to southwesterly winds here, 15 to 25, gust to 50, 55, tops down trees and limbs. Could knock out electricity, and this is before the line comes through. And like I said, this is going to make the atmosphere very right. Roanoke forecast, breezy, warm, 83 degrees on Monday. Really warm. We get showers and thunderstorms, likely severe, likely overnight. 51 degrees, showers, 57 on Tuesday. In the mountainous regions, I would say with the passing of enough cold air to push down, like you can see some snow flurries, but I'm not really looking forward to a lot of that. And it clears out and stays mild throughout the week. Wednesday and Thursday, 60s and 70s. So we really don't cool down too much. Triad, much same, 82 degrees, breezy, thunderstorms likely 53, looks to be severe. Tuesday, thunderstorms in the morning mainly, clearing out in the afternoon, 60 degrees, 66. Wednesday, 74 on Thursday. Also, enhanced fire danger. I'm not putting that point in there. Because of the wind, dry air might knock down some electricity. That could be an issue. In the triangle. 84 degrees, then 59, thunderstorms likely Monday night and Tuesday morning. Good chance of being severe. Damaging winds and isolated tornadoes. Tuesday night, 35 and 67 and 75 respectively, Wednesday and Thursday. Clear thunderstorm watches going throughout the night here from Wisconsin straight down to Kansas. Basically here they're trying to say large hail may be a huge issue. Here you go throughout the day. Mainly wind and hail damage, but here you go. There's your damage reports thus far. And this is only going to increase all that day on Monday. Stay with liveweatherblogs.com for all your latest weather information. For liveweatherblogs.com. Meteorologist Dean Davison, stay with us throughout the day tomorrow for the latest information. Have a great evening.